So I'm gonna go over my thoughts on each character in Tekken 8. So let's get right into it. So Eddie, I didn't like Eddie that much before. Like in general, playstyle wise, design wise, I didn't really like him that much. But I think he looks so much better in this game. And the playstyle, I don't know. He's really fucking annoying to play against. Like just Casino, Vortex, everything's plus, whatever. But design wise, he is so much better. Playstyle, I hate fighting the character. Claudio, I'm like whatever about the design. Can't tell if he's just like gay or European or maybe both. But I mean he's okay. But I don't like fighting him. But the design is okay, maybe. But I really don't like playing against him because like you have to look out for running to. He gets you up the wall, you're just being blendered, slice up 4, back 1, and it just loops into itself. I don't know, it's kind of annoying. Sabina? She has one of the best designs of all the girls, for sure. Like, in terms of uniqueness, and in terms of just the aesthetic of the character, and I think that's the best that she's ever looked. So I think Sabina, super amazing design. Playing against her, now I'm going through different playstyles of Sabina, right? In 7, she was this big, defensive, runaway, keep out monster, right? In this game, she just full on plus, right? So I'm experiencing 2 different styles of Sabina, but in this game, I think it looks fun to play. Maybe I'll play against it. Looks fun, but I do think her design is one of the best of all the girls, like just in general as well, for a fighting game, like female character. Paul? I mean, Paul has his audience, doesn't he? The powerhouse of the game, you just guess. You just guess against this character, and sometimes he gets right, sometimes he gets wrong. Design-wise, I mean, he's a big, dumb himbo kind of character. It's kind of funny, I guess. I mean, the playstyle is less charming than it was in Tekken 7, I think. But obviously no one likes to be coin flipped, so I do not like this character. I am sorry. Like, I can appreciate he's a homage to Blaze or whatever, right? But I just don't like fighting him. Like, straight up. Like, all this Mach 2, space control, like, he's just doing ninja shit and even no idea what's happening. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not a fan of Raven, to be honest. Master Raven was cooler. Bring her back. Throw this Raven away. Bring Master Raven back. Yeah, Victor. No, I feel like I have to put a trigger warning here. I feel like I have to put a trigger warning here for French people. You know, I have to censor French in my videos. I have to edit this and censor French. But yeah, I mean, he would have been really cool if it wasn't for the gun. Oh no, sorry, if it wasn't for the sword. Like, his trailer dropped, he was fighting with the knife, he was shooting with the Glock, and I was like, yo, we're onto something, right? And then he starts fucking teleporting. Like, and then I was like, no, GG's. He started teleporting, then he pulled out that whack-ass sword. No. Victor gets an immediate dismissal from me, like, put the sword away, remove the teleports, then he could be super cool, but unfortunately he's not. Playstyle wise, I don't like him. This character, I watched the trailer for this character, and I feel like because I'm an Asuka player, I should really love Reina. Because like, she is basically edgy Asuka, and I do like Reina. She's actually like, I put her maybe my top 4 favorite characters in Tekken. Playstyle wise, she has a lot of toys to play with, so I think that's kind of fun. 442 is way too much though. They need to do something with 442, it's way too much. But design wise, she's like one of my favorites, like free. And I'll happily buy like all the Reina merch. So yeah, this character just has had me in a chokehold since her trailer, and I need to put a lot of time into her as well. When I'm finished with Asuka, I need to play a lot more Reina. Asusena? No. Okay. Playstyle wise, yeah, sure. She had her moments of being like the dumbest character ever and easy and running 3-2, right? But design, like I acknowledge that she's not a good design because she's just like copy, right? But I think she's funny. Like she's really camp. I think she's super funny. Like she's so ridiculous and so over the top that I like it kind of goes full circle to being like a good design. Like she's just ridiculous. But I like her. I actually really like her. I like Asusana and Reina. And I think both of these characters are better than like almost all of the new Tekken 7 girls, apart from maybe Katarina and Lydia. But I think they're better than the rest of them. Shaheen, I mean, he's okay, but like, why is he here? Do you know what I mean? Why is he in this game over like so many characters? Maybe they wanted like a Saudi representation since they're getting so big in esports nowadays, but like, why is he here? Do you know what I mean? Like, he thinks he's part of the team. He's like, what? You know, that's basically my only sentence. Like, why is he here? You know. Law, I mean, it's a fighting game. You gotta have a Bruce Lee character, right? So, I mean, Law has his place. I mean, I don't mind him. He's okay. Even playstyle wise, I don't mind him too much. Like, it's a fighting game. You gotta have Bruce Lee in the game, so Law just fills that niche, I guess. So I don't mind for him. I don't really care for him. He's okay. He can stay, I guess. Leroy? Now, I actually do like Leroy. Like, of all the male characters, Leroy is one of my favorites. It's just unfortunate when he was dropped. Like, when the trailer came out for him, you know, everyone loved him. You know, he's sick. The design is sick. But, you know, Season 3 Leroy happens, and that I think he had a stigma to the character ever since that. But yeah, no, I do like Leroy. Playstyle-wise, he's pretty interesting. I think he has a lot of stances, the chip-based style, he has a unique cane mechanic. It's kind of cool. Yeah, so I like Leroy. Then Leo, also kinda, why is she here? And I think like Leo just exists to like cause arguments in the community over the gender of the character, when like really like the whole time it's Namco always had the vision that Leo's gender was up to the interpretation of the player, right? Do you want Leo to be a boy? Okay, he's a boy. Do you want Leo to be a girl? Okay, Leo's a girl. You know, I feel like it's always left up to the player, but it just causes endless debates and arguments in the community for like decades now. But I like Leo. I can appreciate the design. I think for a male character, he like stands out because everyone's like roidish up, but Leo's like more of a twinkish, you know, like slim kind of build. So it's a standout character, right, amongst all the roid monsters. But yeah, I don't know if Leo deserves a place in Tekken 8, but she's here, so. And then I feel like she's unique enough, like German character who plays the fighting style is unique enough, and of course, you know, the representation of being ambiguous as well. But yeah, I don't mind Leo. Panda? Now, Panda and Kuma definitely could have been one character. They definitely could have not been two characters. And I remember, no, I like Panda, of course, you know, like Panda's cute, like how could you hate on Panda? And I feel like if you ever ask someone, what characters do you remember from Tekken? I remember I asked this guy, like, oh, you like Tekken, what characters do you remember? And he said the Panda. Because how can you forget a panda in a fighting game, right? So like, it's like Eddie, like how can you forget Eddie, like the XOXO character? So like, I feel like Panda is just memorable, like people remember a fucking panda in a fighting game. So, but do I like Panda? I think I like Panda. Yeah, I mean, Asuka, right? I think it's kind of obvious. I have literally a whole cabinet full of Asuka merch. I don't think I need to say it anymore. Playstyle wise, like I said, not a big fan in this game of the casino commitment kind of playstyle. But design wise, bro, this character is sick. Design wise, come on. She goes off the tower in Tekken 5 intro on her bike. She saves the cash. She beats up the gang members. Bro, how could you not like that character? Obviously they ruined her after that with the whole this bitch association, but bro, she was sick other than that though. But I feel like Namco's just not taking her seriously. Like, they had all the opportunities in Tekken 8 to do something with her. Her and Jin were literally in the same room, and they didn't do anything with it. Do you know what I mean? Like, she was on the same battlefield as Feng in the story mode. They didn't do anything with it. Feng fought Leroy instead. Like, why? They had so many opportunities with this character that they're just not doing, and it's really frustrating. But whatever, yeah. My favorite character in fighting games, like, easily, so that's why I'm still playing it. Through, like, Tekken 6, through Tekken 5, through Tekken 7, like, competitively and casually and everything. Sick character, best character in the franchise. So I don't need to elaborate. Lee? He's like top 2, like, male characters for me in Tekken. I mean, he's like cringy, but I like cringe. I like the cringiness of Lee, and just the fact that I don't know. I mean, he's unique, right? Like, there's no one like Lee in the game, and even for a fighting game character, I don't think there's that many characters like Lee. Like, there's this goofball with like a bit of style and elegance. But bro, what is this costume? Like, Lee was all about style and like flamboyant kind of costumes, right? What is this armor shit? Like, I think they dropped the ball a bit with this Lee. Like, bring back Tekken 5 Lee costume, for example, with the unicorn and the mesh shirt. You know? Yeah. Like, he had a big change, right? Like, he was an asshole in early Tekkens, and then he became like a bit of a goofball in later games, but you need to get... Bro, this armor was a mistake. This is easily the worst design of Lee, like, ever. And like, people are saying, oh, you can just change the... You know, you can change the customization, or you can use the presets, but that's... This is what comes up in renders. Like, this is Lee's render, for example, and if you have promotions with Lee, like in marketing, whatever, this is what's going to be shown. So, yeah. But definitely a sick design. They just fumbled in this game, I think. Playstyle-wise, I mean, it's a bit unique compared to other characters, isn't it, Lee? Like, very stylish combos. But yeah, let's move on. Ling Xiaoyu. So, I like the character. I much prefer Miharu though, and I still think they should put Miharu in the game. But we have Xiaoyu, and I don't mind Xiaoyu, but I much preferred Xiaoyu in Tekken 6 and Tag 2, because she actually had to like go for Oki to do like damage, right? And her Oki was very strong, very rewarding. But I feel like in Tekken 7 and Tekken 8, they really streamlined her, that you should always just do your max damage combos, because it was usually the best option, and you got Oki after them anyway. So I feel like she got dumbs down a lot in 7 and 8, and like less fulfilling to play. I don't know, because I feel like the bend system was so much better for her. But in this game, she just do your low or do your mid from the heat stance. Not very like rewarding. And in Tekken 7, it was like, just do your best combo, set up raise drive, you know, like she had Oki, but you didn't need to go first. But in the games with the bend system, like 6 and Tag 2, it was more emphasized to go for Oki with her, because you had to, otherwise she had low damage. And it was very rewarding in that way. It was very fun in that way, and I had way more fun in earlier games than I did. I don't play her much in 7, I don't play her much in this game, but I did a lot in 6 and Tag 2. Like, she was one of my most played characters, but more so Miharu. But yeah, I mean, she was alright. Like, you gotta have a little ditzy schoolgirl in fighting games, so she kind of fills that niche. Jin? I don't like fighting Jin. He's okay as a character, but he has like really shitty story development. He's like, oh, you know, fuck the world, and then starts World War III, and then suddenly in this game everyone's very forgiving of him. Like, what is that development, you know? So I don't know, like, he's just shoved in their faces too much. Like, bro, we've seen him fight X Mission like for the 100th times, you know, so I don't know, he's just so recycled. Obviously they tried in this game to go with a different angle, but that angle doesn't make any sense, because, you know, like, bro, he just literally did war crimes that everyone just seems to forget. So that's why they need Miguel in the game to be like, hey, no, you killed my sister, or fuck you, as some kind of hello, like reminder that he did all these things in the past Tekken games. Like, you know, so Miguel, if Miguel had a DLC storyline that like furthered the story mode and be like, yo, you did that to my sister, you know, like you're actually a dickhead. So yeah, but design wise, yeah, I mean he's okay, I guess. He's iconic, you know, he's the poster boy. But I don't know, like he's just okay to me. I don't mind fighting him too much in earlier Tekken games, but I think he's so scrubby in this game. Like down to 442 being essentially homing. I don't know, man. It's yeah, it's Kazuya. Yeah, I do like Kazuya, but his player base really puts me off. Like, his player base is some of the most racist, homophobic player base I've ever seen, and they're all so weird as well. I'm just gonna say how it is. Like, I played Tekken. I've been in this community since 2008, and any wild shit like that happens, it's always the Kazuya players. It's always guaranteed a Kazuya player that does all this shit. But yeah, I mean, like, the character is cool. Like, sometimes it's Brian also, yes. But I mean, the character is cool. Like, obviously you have to appreciate the Mishimas, right? But like, I do like the Mishimas, but I just hate the player base, that's all. And they're always like, oh yeah, our character is so difficult, our character is so clean, our character is so honest, while this character is just coin flipping the shit out of you and playing ignorant space control, which fast recovery, electric, and whiff. But yeah, anyway, that's character's cool, player bases work. Nina Williams. Go say, tell us about Nina Williams. Now, even though I much prefer Anna, Nina is still pretty cool. Like, I would still rate Nina in my top 7 girls, maybe 8, maybe 10 actually, maybe 10. But Nina is still cool. Like, she's the first female Tekken character, technically. I feel like Nina's been straying away from being like the main poster Tekken girl. Like, she was in Tekken 3, like in Tekken 1, 2, and 3, like she was like the Tekken female character, right? But I feel like the introduction of Xiaoyu, the introduction of Asuka, even Alisa, she's getting a lot of story time as well. I feel like Nina's just like straying away from being that poster girl. And this is what I talked about briefly like ages ago. I feel like the female characters in Tekken don't get put out much. Like, look at Street Fighter, like, people instantly recognize Chun-Li, Cammy, even Sakura to an extent. But, you know, they're always in promotions, they're always in marketing, they're always, like, very recognizable characters, right? But I feel like the girls in Tekken don't really have that same impact. Like, Nina is nothing compared to Chun-Li, right? Or Nina's nothing compared to Cammy in terms of cultural impact, in terms of popularity, in terms of, you know, just being recognizable. So I don't know why that is. Even though like Tekken sold more than Street Fighter, like sales wise, it's just like they don't. The girls of Tekken just don't have the same impact as Chun-Li, as Cammy, you know. So yeah, I don't know what they want to do with Nina. They haven't really been trying with Nina as well recently. Like they've been putting more focus on Xiaoyu, I think, in this game, and obviously Reina, the new character. But Reina just, like, when she was revealed, I think the internet just blew up. She became instantly popular. She became the number one most played character. I've seen so many cosplays and fan arts at Reina. I feel like Nina never had that impact, and I don't know what they can do with this character. Playstyle wise, I mean, she's pretty cool. Like, she has her unique stuff. She has an execution curve to her. She's always that character the non-waifu players are like, actually, you know, she's okay to play against, you know, or she's skillful, you know, for a female character in this game. But yeah, so Horang, Jin's boyfriend, very subtle. Yeah, so I mean, unique enough, right? Taekwondo playstyle or fighting style. I think he's recognizable enough. People remember Horang from Tekken 3. Like he was in the intro and he had his own fighting style with the white karate outfits like this one. I mean, I like him. I like Horang. I don't like fighting him obviously because I don't like guessing, but I mean, he's unique. He's recognizable. He's a good character design, so I like him. He should stick around. Fuck Fang, man, just get rid of him. This shit, he's ugly. Literally in Korea. Did you know in Tag 2? The Korean Fang was so unpopular in Korea in Tag 2 because they all thought he was ugly and didn't play him. But he keeps coming back. He's Harada's favorite character. I mean he's okay. Like maybe design wise he's maybe okay, but I don't like him. And I feel like he had something kind of going for him in Tekken 5 when he was introduced. He had that cool moment. He killed a master through the wooden pole, and like that was kind of badass or whatever. But then he just didn't really like do anything after that. But yeah, I don't know. Yoshimitsu, like I can't shit talk Yoshi, right? Like you just can't do that. Like you just can't badmouth Yoshi. Like it's just legendary. It's just. I mean, it's hard to rate the design because it's different in every Tekken game, right? But I think a lot of people remember Yoshimitsu. Even like, I asked someone yesterday, "Oh, you play Tekken? Like, what characters do you remember?" He said Yoshimitsu was one of them. So, I mean, completely unique, right? Completely unique in design, completely unique in playstyle. You can't really like not have Tekken without Yoshimitsu. But yeah. So like, I think this is his after Tekken 3. This is his best design, I think. Like Tekken 8 Yoshimitsu is the best after Tekken 3 Yoshimitsu. I think 7 Yoshimitsu was the worst, like by far. But in this game, I think he looks amazing in this game. But I think Tekken 3 is just cuts it out there. Yeah, playstyle wise, I mean, he's entertaining to watch. You can't really have Tekken without Yoshi, so I like him. He's iconic, etc. Kuma. So it's similar to Panda. You gotta have a bear in Tekken. Because people remember bears in a fighting game, right? So, oh yeah, why is his head so fat? Like, he's so big in this game. He just, all the proportions are just like maximized. Like someone did the slider and put them all the way to 100. He's just like max proportions everywhere. But yeah, Kuma. I mean, I like Kuma. I like goofy characters, so I like Kuma and Panda. But I feel like they should go down more the angle of him being Heihachi's pet. Because I loved all the fan art. When it was revealed that Heihachi wasn't coming back and Kuma was in the game, I loved all the little fan art of Kuma missing Heihachi. You know, there's one where he's crying, thinking of Heihachi. I think it's kind of nice. But I feel like they should have went in that angle a bit more. Like, they should have went down the angle a little bit more. Like, he's Heihachi's pet. Do something with that, you know. But they just have him chasing Panda and just basically harassing Panda, like, straight up. He's the only character to ever make Heihachi smile in the Tekken lore, right? So, yeah. But, yeah, I like them. I like the bears. I think they're funny, they're goofy. Like, I played them a fair bit in the older Tekken games. And I would have played them in this game as well, because the plus frames are pretty fun. But yeah, I like Kuma, I like Panda. And I love that they gave him Heihachi's electric as well. They could have done something to him and Reina, yeah. Lily. Now, as an Asuka fan, I mean, I should hate Lily. But I don't. Lily is like my third favorite character, maybe fourth, 3 or 4 anyway. I like Lily, I like Asuka, just not together. Like, they should keep them away from each other. Like Tekken 5's intro, where Lily fights off the kidnappers and she stands as the car explodes behind her. That was sick. But also, I feel like they made Lily like too anime in Tekken 7. Like, for me, the perfect Lily is Tekken 6 Lily. She had the right mix of sassiness and matureness. I feel like Tekken 6 Lily is like the best version of Lily. In this game, I feel like she's way too anime. Like even her face is just so animated up. But I do appreciate they're giving her more of a story relevance. Like she got the plane, she directed the group to Yakushima. She has a cat now. But there's also like some resentment what she did to Asuka. Like her assistance is stunting Asuka's potential as a character. And I think just separate them, you know. Have Lily beef with Jin over, you know, her father's company, some shit like that, right? They're both amazing characters in their own right, just keep them away from each other. However, the intro with them, with each other, I think it's really cool. It's my favorite intro in the whole franchise, with these two together. But that's probably just biased, because I just like both of them. But yeah, no, Lily and Asuka should be separated away from each other and have their own little thing. Because in Tekken 5, Tekken 5 was the best version of both characters because they weren't together. Like, Lily just goes up to Jinpachi, who's like, I'm gonna fuck you up for my father's sake, basically. That was sick. Asuka going up to Devil Jin and be like, oh, I don't know what's happening, but you're pissing me off, I'm gonna fight you. Bro, bring those characters back. Bring those characters back. Like, Asuka going up to Devil Jin, what's happening here? I don't care, I'm gonna fuck you up. Lily going up to Jinpachi, I'm gonna avenge you for my father's sake. Bring those characters back. What are you doing with these two now? You know? Yo, Regnos, thanks for the sub, man. Thank you. Yeah, so playstyle wise, I mean, I like plus frames, I like simple gameplay. Lily's combo game was more interesting in older Tekken games, but yeah, I like them both. I mean, Lily's still like one of my favorite characters, but they could be so much better on their own. Do I think they're canonically a couple? I mean, it's all but confirmed, right? It's all but confirmed. I think it's very heavily implied, but they don't want to say it outright, but it is kind of confirmed. And the fact that Lily got more story relevance than Asuka, who is a Kasama. So that's rubbing me the wrong way. Like, Asuka's ending has Lily, but Lily's ending doesn't have Asuka. So it's like, you know, like, well, what do you want to do with these two characters? And why is Lily getting more showtime than Asuka, who should be deep in the storyline in the first place, but whatever. That's a whole topic in itself. I don't like Alisa. She's my least favorite female character, like, I think by far. I just don't like androids, robot characters. I just don't like them. I can't take them seriously. I just don't like them. I think she's too anime, too cringe. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I'll give it to her. She looks much better in this game. Like, model-wise, she looks much better in this game. But in the other games, I just did not like her at all. I just don't like her at all. Like, design-wise, placed. I think she's super nice. I think Chainsaws is fucking stupid. But yeah, that's what I think of Alisa. Lars, I don't mind him. He's super anime, but I guess he has to fill that niche, right? But what's interesting about Lars is his playstyle has changed so much. Like in Tekken 6 and Tag 2, he was top tier, he was super top tier. He was just this super solid poking character. Actually, let me go back to Alisa, yeah. So, she would be way more interesting if they kind of referred back to why she assists this in the first place. Like, Dr. B designed Alisa off his dead daughter, which, by the way, is kind of creepy because look how she looks. Like, she has like boot windows and shit like that. So you designed that off your daughter on a lewd robot. I don't know, whatever. But yeah, I don't know. They could have went along the angle of maybe she recovers some memories of the dead daughter. You know, they could have went along the angle maybe a little bit, but they just didn't. I don't know. Lars, yeah, like I was saying, like he's just this big anime guy. In Tekken 6 Tide, he was absolutely top tier. He had this monstrous poking counter hit kind of style, like very fundamental kind of play style. But in 7 and 8, he's just this dance gimmicky casino character. I don't know. I feel like he's one of the characters that has changed the most from older Tekken games to now. But yeah, I mean, he's fine. Like, some people love him. I can appreciate him, I guess. I just wish maybe he's speaks Swedish, because he's the only Swede representative in this game. I think the only Nordic representative in this game. So make him speak Swedish, you know. Otherwise, he's just like another. I mean, you could just pass off as another Japanese. Yeah, he's still half Japanese, of course. Yeah, but nationality Sweden. Do you know what I mean? So the could feels a bit of. Could tick off a box, right? I'll have this actual Swedish character, have him speak Swedish. Maybe it starts strumming the intro or something. I don't know. June. Very happy she came back. My second favorite character after Asuka. I think I prefer Tag 2 June though, because in this game she's too. I can fix him. You know, like the whole mentality, like I can fix him. Like they're going down that personality trait like a bit too much in this game. But yeah, I think I preferred Tag 2 June. Even just the looks of Tag 2 June was more like mature, hardened kind of model, kind of face. But obviously, like, she's still my second favorite character. And like, when I'm finished with Asuka, I'm gonna go hard in on June for a while as well. So like, still my second favorite character, but just in this game a bit less so, because you know, like, she's a bit too shoehorned into one personality trait. And I feel like they could have done something more with June and Unknown as well, for sure. And I feel like she wasn't really there in the story. She was just like flashbacks the whole time, so she wasn't like really there. But I'm really happy she came back. I'm really happy she came back, for sure. And I was really happy with, like, the first teaser that showed June in the story mode trailer. I was super happy. I was ecstatic, you know, like, because I was asking for this character for a very long time. Since the start of Tekken 7, I was like, oh, we need June back. You can look at my tweets. You know, I was asking Harada, you know, will you consider June for Tekken 7? But yeah, she's here. And the playstyle, similar to Tag 2, like really strong pokes, plus frame pressure. She didn't really change in playstyle that much. Obviously, it's just a bit better in this game. And she has the whole light mechanic on top of it too. But yeah, June is sick. I do like that with June. I do like him. Playstyle wise, I hate him. Because I hate eating Hell Sweep into like watching this 10-second combo, then I have to guess on the Hell Sweep again when I get up. And if I guess wrong, I have to wait, I have to watch this combo again. So I don't enjoy playing against Delwichin. Like, design wise, I can appreciate that he looks the best here, but I don't know, I just don't like the design, like, in general. Like, it looks like a cringe 10-year-old's original character design that you will find on, like, I don't know, fucking Newgrounds or something. He just looks like an edgy original character that my 10-year-old niece drew, you know. Like, he's Jin but with horns, you know. But yeah, no, I'm not a big fan. Playstyle wise, I don't like fighting them at all. One of my least favorite matchups, and design is just cringe. I just don't like the old Jin, I'm sorry. Jack, I don't like Jack. Like I said, I don't like robot android characters, so I don't like Jack at all. I didn't like any of the design. Maybe Gunjack was kinda cool-ish, maybe. But yeah, I just don't like Jack, and he's annoying to play against as well. King? I cannot bat Knight's King. I cannot bat Knight's King. Is technically the most popular character in Tekken history, I think. Everyone remembers King. Everyone knows King. His trailer has the most views of any character in the game. And I feel like he's the most... Yeah, I say he's the most popular character in the whole series, I would say so. Even over the Mishimas, even over, you know, Nina or whatever. Yeah, I mean, obviously he's annoying, he's a grappler, he's gonna grab you. People don't like grabs. You know, you take damage for blocking. But, yeah, no, King is pretty legendary, you can't deny that. Yeah. Steve? Okay. Some context here. I'm an Irishman. Steve is British, unfortunately. So I have some bias here. And what I don't understand is Steve was born to an Irish woman. And just let me nail it. I love that nationality. It says Ireland. I feel seen. But what is this? Why is he British? What happened to him? What went wrong? What went wrong for him to turn out British? He was born to an Irish woman. There is no father because he was made in a lab. So he should be Irish as well, but he's not. And he sounds like that too. He sounds like that. They literally brainwashed an Irishman. Why does he sound like that? I don't know. It was a British lab? No. Maybe. That still doesn't make sense. Look, nationality Ireland, even though she's like not Irish in any sense or form at all. So Steve should be Irish as well. The end of a British boxing champion. I don't know, I hope. Probably. Yeah, I mean Steve is okay. I'm not crazy about him, but he's fine. He's a boxer. We need a boxer character. He's unfortunately British, but you know, every character has to have some flaws. But yeah, I mean they could have made him Irish, but whatever. I do like Dragunov. I do appreciate Dragunov. But I don't think they know what to do with him. Is he goofy? Is he serious? What's he supposed to be? Because in older Tekken games, he was definitely like this serious, stoic, cold character, right? But in the later games, he's kind of goofy. With his endings, he hums. He does like jump scares in his intro nowadays. Like, well, what is he? Do you know what I mean? He's just confused, I think. He's just a very confused character. Yeah, but I mean, he's definitely unique, right? He's this non-speaking, stoic character. Definitely fits a niche. Yeah, I mean, I like him. I can appreciate him. I like the playstyle as well. Like, I feel like I think he's a good top tier character because he's pretty straightforward in what he does. See, Mr. Brainbreak, no, he is the last character. And I don't mind Brian. Maybe the player base kind of ruins him a little bit for me just because they're so like, you know, he's so difficult, taunt is hard, and then you play against him in match and they're just doing 3+4, 3+4, back one. You know, he has some like real brain dead neutral tools. But that whole taunt thing still comes up anyway. And I feel like he should not take damage for taunting. Or he should not take damage for blocking. I will stand on that. I'm not on board with the whole chip damage in this game as well, but in Brian's case especially, when you block, you should be able to like guard successfully against attacks. So I hate the whole idea of taunt. Like, no way you should be taking damage for blocking. That's such an insane concept for me. But I don't mind the character at all. He's okay. I'm not crazy about him, but he's okay. Because he fills that niche of the crazy, sadistic kind of character, which I feel like is not quite there in this game. I think Brian really is the only one that fulfills that purpose. Like, for example, it wasn't until we got Reina that we got some semblance of like slightly evil female character. And I feel like that's still the case with the male characters. Like, Brian is like completely crazy, sadistic. He has that punching intro or outro. So like he fills a niche of crazy, sadistic character, psychopath like. But yeah, that's what I think of the whole roster. You know, let me know what you think. If you agree, disagree. It's just I'm a long-term Tekken fan since, you know, since I was born essentially. I played Tekken 2, the earliest I can remember. Then I played Tekken 6 onwards competitively, so I have a lot of history with the characters. So I have a lot of familiarity with the characters as a casual as well. So I can appreciate a lot of the designs. Some of the designs I don't. Asuka number 1, of course, then June, then Lily, then Reina. But yeah, that's what I generally think anyway. Alright, thank you for watching. GG's.